guys, it is Gabrielle Ishell here, back with you in 2020, and I wanted to say, first off, Happy New Year, and second, thank you for all of my new subscribers. I have so much in store for you guys for 2020, and let's get on straight to the video. So who is ready for 2020? I am. I love a new year because it's like a fresh start and a clean slate for me. Every year I try to set some type of goal for myself to accomplish over the year. And to be honest, sometimes I fully commit and others I don't. In January in the gym, there's like so many people just working out, and the people who are like routine, they are annoyed because there's not as much open space for them. But come, let's say June, all the people who made the resolution to work out more and be fit and all that are not in the gym anymore. It's the people who started there last year. So that's how I am sometimes. But this year, I think that because I'm putting it on video and I get to see myself actually speaking about what my plans are for this year, this will push me and motivate me even more to actually follow through with my plans. To start things off, first I reflected upon the last 3 years and wrote down all of my accomplishments. From there, I was able to set up new goals for 2020, including my plans for my YouTube channel, as well as personal goals for myself. And this year I wanted to do something different. I wanted to also give myself a mantra for the year, as well as a scripture for the year. First, I wanted to share with you my journal that I have that I use when I want to be creative. I originally got it to plan my YouTube content, and I was drawn to it because it has this quote on it, and it says, "If you can dream it, you can do it." And this quote is by Walt Disney. So first off, I'll read to you my accomplishments from the last 3 years. December 27, 2017, I bought my very first house, brand new house. So that was like the biggest life accomplishment this far, besides graduating from college. I bought a new house. In August of 2018, I switched jobs and still in the same career path, which is accounting, but I wanted a better work-life balance, and so I got that with my new job. In the spring of 2019, I decided to go natural, and if you have not seen my reasons why, I will leave that in the cards above. In the summer of 2019, I started being healthier in my physical activity and my eating. I got my Apple Watch from my boyfriend for Christmas, and seeing all the progress of others and what they're doing, and even the watch, it reminds you to get up and close your rings every day. So that kind of pushed me to want to work out because I was getting gratification, I could say, from my little medals and awards I got on my watch. So it made me feel good that I was getting rewarded for being physical. In October of 2019, I started my YouTube channel. I did this because I wanted to kind of get out of my comfort zone. I'm really shy. I don't know if you can tell it through my videos, but I am very shy and I like to keep to myself. So creating a YouTube channel was a very big deal to me because this is not me. I wanted to just step outside of my comfort zone and be uncomfortable. And I like what it's doing to me. And in December of 2019, I ended the year off with a promotion at my new job, and I only been there for about a year and some change. So I was really surprised when I got that promotion. So those were my accomplishments for the last 3 years. And now I'll go through, starting with my YouTube goals and plans. I'll just list out the things that I wrote for that and give like a brief explanation for each one. So my first goal for my YouTube channel is to become monetized. That one is kind of self-explanatory. I just want to make money off of these videos that I'm sharing with you guys. And that was not my reason going into this. I explained earlier and then in my very first video that I wanted to do a YouTube channel because I wanted to share my journey of going natural with other girls or other women who might be in the same boat as I am and just want to get advice or help or just have a community of natural and transitioning women where we're able to help each other out. And also I love DIYs. So since I have this new channel, this new outlet, I decided to include those on my channel as well. Next, I want to build a following, which is just gaining more followers, more subscribers, people who are interested in my journey and just seeing where I go. The specific goal is to get 1,000 new subscribers this year. Another goal is to be consistent with posting. I know last year I started off by saying, oh, I want to post every Monday. But then I knew, like, I go to church on Sundays and sometimes I'm there all day. And so I don't really have time in the evening because I need to also cook for the week and clean up for the week and all that stuff. I'm busy. So I wasn't really hitting my goal of getting videos out every Monday. It would be Tuesday or Wednesday. And it wasn't consistent. The day that I posted was not consistent. So I definitely want to choose a day and stick to it and just be consistent about that. And one thing to help me out with this, I started this last year, but I have a content calendar, which I list out all of my ideas for YouTube. And I have a few columns and it's just like a checklist. So I have, did I film it? Did I edit it? Do I have a thumbnail? Is it ready to go? Another goal for my YouTube channel is to slow down. Last year, I wanted to post 2 videos a week and it became a lot for me. It became kind of stressful because I was like staying up to 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning editing a video because I needed it to get out the next day. But it really took a toll on me. It didn't feel good. And I was, I like editing and adding all the effects and all that stuff into it, but rushing through things like that and staying up really late made me not really like it. So I definitely want to slow down and maybe start posting a video once a week. And then later, once I get more used to the editing and all that stuff, and even speaking, and saying things like things that I have to edit out and then rewatch. So with my personal goals, I usually choose 5 to 10 goals every year. But I wanted to be realistic and very intentional on the things that I was doing. So I actually chose, there's 10 goals here. And they're in no specific order. I'm just reading them as I wrote them down. And the very first goal was to love myself more. By this, I mean like saying no to things and being unavailable. And then also like being selfish to others to be good to myself. Everyone's always asking for favors and all this stuff, and I don't like to say no. I feel weird saying no, which is really bad. I need to get over that. But this year I'm going to say no because I can't keep saying yes, especially if it's something that I don't want to do. And so I've done that in the past a lot. So this year I'm going to be selfish and say no and be okay with it. I don't have to give you an explanation as to why I'm saying no. I just say no because I don't want to do it. And that is what it is. And another thing to add into my loving myself more, sometimes protecting my peace is not going into an argument. Sometimes things aren't really worth fighting or arguing over. Just admit that you're wrong or that you need time to talk about it. I realized that over the past few years, and this year I want to actually make an intentional effort to not argue, because arguments, most of the time, they are not worth it. And this is all to protect my peace. If I don't take care of myself, who's going to take care of me? So I'm the first person that needs to take care of me. The second thing that I have down here is to be more conscious of my thoughts and responses. I want to collect my thoughts for a proper response and reaction. And I found this picture. It says, before you speak, think. And the T stands for, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? So it's really like, it came to me at the right time, because sometimes I'm irrational when I'm angry, and I might say things that I don't really mean to say. I know a lot of people say that, but you really can't take your words back. And so taking the time to think about something before you actually respond is good for yourself and for others, because you might hurt somebody's feelings if you say the wrong thing to them when you're upset. So just taking the time to cool down, collect my thoughts, and then speak on what I want to say. Another thing that I want to do is to do things with a purpose. Last year, it really touched me. One girl that follows me, she messaged me and said that I encouraged her to start her YouTube channel because she was scared or had fear about starting a YouTube channel. And I told her I was the same way. I'm not a people person really, and I'm like more to myself. So I'm stepping out of the box. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone to start this YouTube channel. So I would like to inspire other people and encourage other people to do things that they didn't feel comfortable doing before. Another big thing, and this probably should be the very first thing on my list, like number-wise, ranking-wise, is to build a relationship with God. Read my Bible more, pray more, and tithe more. These things, you're supposed to do them. You learn about doing them. I grew up in the church, so that's all I know. But sometimes you don't actually do what you're supposed to do. So this year, I definitely want to get in line with that. Another thing that I want to do is to travel more. Last year, I did a really good job of traveling. I went somewhere like every month outside of tax season. I basically was traveling. I went to Italy last year. I went to Las Vegas. I went to New York a few times. I went to Canada. I went to Florida and South Carolina. So I was all over, and I definitely want to keep that up this year. I'm young and I'm not married, so I get to see the world, pieces of the world, and learning new cultures, having new experiences with really cool people. So that's definitely one thing that I want to keep doing. Another thing that I have is no unnecessary spending. I saw this picture and it said, "It's only $5, why not buy it" mentality has probably cost me over $10,000 at this point in my life. And that's probably true for myself, because like I'm a shopaholic. I love shopping, and usually if I want something, I'll get it. Although I am very frugal and I do comparison shopping and all that stuff, but ultimately if I like something, I'm going to get it. So this year, I know I don't need clothes. If you can see my closet, you would know I don't need clothes either. So if I do buy something, I want to be able to justify it by if I buy something, I'm going to give something away. And I'm only buying things that I need. It's good to treat yourself every once in a while. So I'll definitely be doing that, but just cutting out the unnecessary spending. So this next one is a really good one too. I want to have a healthier lifestyle. Last year, I said I started in mid-year or whatever, but I want to be consistent all year around. And the healthy lifestyle is not just you working out, but also what you eat and you drink. So I have this water bottle. I got it last year, and it's a gallon water bottle, and it has good things on it. Good morning, do it for yourself, keep going, to kind of motivate you to keep pushing and drink this gallon of water every day. But I also did my research, and I found this website where you input your weight and your height and all this stuff, and it calculates how much water you're supposed to be drinking every day. So I shouldn't be drinking a gallon. Mine is I think 80 ounces a day. So that is my goal for the day, for every day, to drink 80 ounces of water. And also just eating healthy. In January, I made this pact to not eat out. I already ate out once, but after that, it was for my aunt's birthday. So I had to go, right? But after this, I plan on not eating out for the whole month. This also goes into saving my money, and also forces me to eat healthier because I have to cook my own meals. Also, staying in this category of healthy lifestyle, this goes into my sleep. And I mentioned earlier that sometimes I don't get much sleep. I have to wake up at 7 o'clock for work every day, and sometimes I go to bed at 12. So 7 hours really isn't good enough for me. I need 8 or 9. So that's one thing I definitely want to work on this year. And another thing that goes into the healthy lifestyle is the relationships that I have with others. So like whether it be romantic or just platonic relationships, I want those to be healthy. Being able to talk to those people that I love and for them to be able to talk back to me and just have that dialogue and open communication where no one is stressing out about the other or no one's putting in more work or more effort than the other person. So those are all my things for healthy lifestyle. Next, hair goals. I want to be hair goals. If you are new here, I am on this journey to becoming natural. So I am transitioning now, and I'll show you a picture of how my hair looks, how my natural hair looks right now. And so this year I'm contemplating on when or if I should get the big chop this year, or if I want to grow my hair out more so it can be long because I'm not used to having short hair. So taking care of my body and what goes in my body, because that ultimately affects my hair. That goes back to the last goal I had of living a healthy lifestyle. So eating healthy and drinking my water, taking my vitamins, things like that, just to promote healthy hair and retain my length. Another one I have is less excuses and owning up to my mistakes and shortcomings. And that's kind of self-explanatory too. Sometimes I'm like, I did this because X, Y, and Z, but it doesn't really matter why. Just say, oh, I did this incorrectly and I'm going to fix it next time. And learning to be teachable, because I'm not always right 100% of the time, which I think I am most of the time, but in reality, I'm not. So just learning to be okay with being wrong. My final goal of the year is to not self-sabotage. So when I say that, I'm talking about like one time recently when I was in the wedding. If you haven't seen that vlog, go see it. I'm leaving it in the cards above. But I was in the wedding and the lady, the makeup artist that was doing my makeup, she was like, oh, you have really, really nice skin. And I was like, thank you. But there's like all these dark spots on my cheek that have been there since high school and blah, blah, blah. She didn't say that. She just gave me a compliment, just take the compliment and keep going. Everyone's not, sometimes you are your biggest critic. You're looking at every little thing that's wrong with you, but everyone else isn't. So that was one time. And then someone else with my hair, they were like, oh, I like your hair. And I'm like, well, thank you, but I got the wrong color in the back, so it doesn't look like I wanted it to. Just take the compliment, Gabrielle. Just take it. They said they like your hair, they like your skin. Say thank you and keep it moving. So I just wanted to share this tweet that I saw. And the original tweet said, learn to compliment people without comparing them to someone else or putting another person down in the process. And then someone responded to that and said, learn to accept compliments without putting yourself down too. And then they said to expatiate on this, as a woman, when you get compliments, learn to accept them confidently and say thank you and keep it moving. You don't have to add, can't believe someone likes it. Oh, it's old. Or really? My grandma gave it to me. So this just goes along with what I was saying. And that tweet was, what is this? This was in September of last year. And I'm like, oh my God, I do this. Someone is taking their time to compliment you. Just take the compliment and just keep it moving. That concludes the goals that I set for myself for 2020. And now I wanted to share the mantra that I have. So one of my friends, he asked me last year, the end of last year, he asked me, what is one of the best things you learned for 2019? And are there any big plans for 2020? So my mantra for this year is don't rely on others to make you happy, but find happiness from within. And this is really big for me because last year there were times where I was like really, really sad because of what someone else did or said to me. And it just like ruined my whole my whole mood, my whole day. You know, I'm usually a happy person, always smiling and all this stuff. So it just ruined me for that time. And I learned that my happiness shouldn't be dependent on someone else. My happiness is independent, and I make myself happy. I do things that make myself happy. I don't care what other people do. Yeah, they might make me feel a certain type of way, but they're not powerful enough to bring down my mood, you know? That's how I want to be for 2020. So that's my mantra. And then for my scripture of the year, I'm going to read Joshua 1:9. And it says, actually, this is a scripture that we learned with my VBS class, Vacation Bible School class, this last summer. So it's exciting that when I was thinking of scriptures, that this one is one that came up. And it says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, nor be dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with you wherever you may go. I want that to be my 2020. You know, not being scared to do new things, to jump out on a limb and do something that I've never done before, like my YouTube channel. Just not being scared. God is with me wherever I go, whatever I'm doing, he's with me. So why do I need to be afraid? So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I know it's a little long, but I hope you guys enjoyed the content that I was sharing. And if you have any suggestions of what you want to see me make videos about in the new year in 2020, please let me know in the comments below. If it's like a specific DIY or a specific hairstyle that you want me to attempt or try, just let me know in the comments. Or if it's something very different, I'm going with the flow. So whatever you guys want, just let me know in the comments below. And I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you enjoyed. Bye. So my first, and yeah, is to not self-sabotage myself. I don't think I needed to say myself part, but you know, God is with me wherever I go, whatever I'm doing, he's with me. So why do I need to be afraid?